Hello, everyone. Good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are. And today we continue our live series of Real People Equals Real Stories. And together today, another new business partner from Canada. And this is the first time that I met her also. And of course, first time to hear her story why she gets started in online space. So before I go ahead, I would love to welcome my business partner from Canada, Olaronke. So actually, her name, I can call her Ola, which
Yeah.
is in Spanish, we call it hello. That's a nice name. Hi, Ola, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. It's really nice to be here. And I guess in Spanish, hola is hola. Hi.
Ola, Ola. I'm so grateful and I really appreciate that you are here with me to share your story, how you get started the business. And I think I am excited to know about it. So, first thing first, I would love that you introduce yourselves to our viewers.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everybody, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Olaronke. Like I told her, in Nigeria, I'm originally from Nigeria. I live now in Calgary, Canada. And originally in Nigeria, you can call me Ola, you can call me Ronke. So Ola is equally good to call me. It's also part of my name. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm a wife, I'm a mom of two adult children, and I have a grandson. I'm an accountant by training. I also run a brick and mortar business, and I joined this digital business 11 months ago. I'm really happy to be here.
Wow, new in the business, 11 months, almost a year now in the business.
Mhm.
And me, I've been in the business for almost 5 years now. In May, I'm greeting 5 years in this business.
Wow.
And I want to share that to you because, you will be very excited with the journey. And,
Mhm.
5 years, that's already a quite long, right? Half of
Yes.
a decade.
Yeah. Half of a
So,
decade, right?
yeah. And we know that our business is almost 10 years also, our community. So we are so excited that we are getting longer and bigger in our community. So I really love to hear your story. So
Mhm.
first, I have a question. So I'm gonna show my questions. What was your life before you joined the digital business?
Thank you. That's really a good question. When I think about it, my life before the digital business was a very busy life because
Mm-hmm.
I started my journey like I was given birth to in Nigeria and I studied in Nigeria. I got married when I was still in Nigeria. I had my two children in Nigeria. So when they were very young, my husband used to work with an international company and he was moved to work in Netherlands. So we moved our young family with our children. I think our eldest son then was just about 4. Now it's 30, going to 31. And we moved then from Nigeria, we moved to the Netherlands. My husband was still working with our international company and life was good. I became a stay-at-home mom because when I'm there, there was really no help. So what I needed to do, like in Nigeria where I was working in one of the top banks in Nigeria, and I was doing well as an accountant. But I decided that okay, I will stay at home, and I stayed at home all through their formative years. I was at home with them. I We moved from the Netherlands, we went to Aberdeen, from Aberdeen, then we came here. And when I look at our transition all through that time, my children had gone from the nursery school, kindergarten, they've gone
Mm-hmm.
to the primary school. And by the time we got here, my son was still in the primary school. It was over 10 by the time we got to Calgary, Canada. And then at that time I thought it was a good time to start to go back to my career. And thank
Mm-hmm.
God, because of the world we live in, I was able to pick up my career again and I started back. But that was not without some challenges. One of the challenges I realized was that I my kids were young, and at that time my husband was posted back to Nigeria. So we were here, I and my two children were here in Calgary, Canada, and my husband was working in Nigeria. So he would visit, off and
Mhm.
on like that. It wasn't
Mhm.
the same. So I was the father, I was the mother, I was the driver, I was the cook, I was everything to my children. And
Multitasking.
yeah, and in that space of time, I thought to myself, maybe I should start a business that I can run by myself, and
Mhm.
I can, dictate my time, and I would have more time for the children. Especially one day when the school bus, it was a snowy day, I had gone to work, the school bus did not show up. So, but all that time, my children had phones, so they could call me and tell me, okay, the school bus did not come. But if a mom of one of their friends was going to take them to school, I felt really bad. In the first place, I don't know that mom, I don't know that child. You
Yeah.
know, it was just like, but there was nothing for me to do. And that day really struck a chord in me. And I thought, okay, maybe I will do something. I will stay back. And if I'm able to still earn income, because if you look at it, my husband was transferring Naira, which
Mhm.
is the currency in Nigeria, to Canadian dollars. That was not that was not a small thing to do. We had mortgage to pay, we had stuff to do like that.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
thought, okay, I will start this business. And then I started the business, and I was working. So I was doing it part-time. I was doing taxes for people, because in Canada we actually need to file our taxes. So
Yeah.
from now
Yeah.
now we are in a busy season of tax preparation. So I started doing that. I was doing all those things. But what that did for me was that I will be able to set them off to school, and I
Yeah.
was there to pick them up from the bus stop at the end of the day. So we were able to manage life like that. That
Yeah.
opened me up to the fact that I can earn money, and still be able to work for myself. I could work for
Yeah.
myself and
Yeah.
earn money, rather than going into the downtown area, and I don't know what's happening to my kids. So that was how I continued to manage life until they are grown now. They both have a master's degree. One is
Wow.
married, the other one will get married sometime this year. So I'm there. I'm just doing that. But suddenly, around 2 years ago, when I turned 55, I thought to myself, what am I going to do? How am
Mhm.
I going to continue? Can I continue all, because I now went back to work and I have the business I'm still running, and I'm
Mhm.
thinking, can I do all of this together in my old age, in my later years?
Mhm.
That was what I thought. It was a very busy life for me. It looked as if 24 hours was not enough. So I thought I needed to do something that I would still be able to use my brain. I will
Yes.
still be able to earn money. I won't be a burden to my children.
Mhm.
And then I can. That was how I came into the digital business.
Wow, that's awesome story. I love it because I know that when you are doing a multitasking, that's really hard. And then when we already getting at the age that we need to think about our golden years,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know how to start, how we can manage this or everything. But this business is really, it's never too late to start,
Yeah.
whatever age you are. And perfectly great for making multitasking and then do the business, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. So to those parents who are watching us,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, even you are a grandmother or you're thinking in our business, we have I think 80 years old doing this business.
Yes. Yeah.
And and imagine that how they can start. People said, "Oh, you cannot make it."
Oh.
Why not? Why not? Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's never too late to start.
It, it's never too late to start. It's not
And
too
this
early
business
to
is
start
perfectly.
either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have another question.
Yeah.
So my next question is, why did you decide to join the online spice when you find this business?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you already told me about your why, but
Yes.
when you find this business, what is the first thing that comes in your mind?
Okay. The first thing that my why of joining this business is really because it's for me to be able to get some retirement fund. Don't forget,
Yeah.
I'm an immigrant out here in Canada. I've looked at because of my job, I know how much I would get every month
Mhm.
when I
Mhm.
retire at 65. So that for me cannot even cover right now with the cost of living is so high, it can't even cover probably groceries and just doing basic things that you normally would do, not even
Mhm.
trying to live a luxurious life. So number one, I thought I don't have so much saved up because in my own case we had to train our children and all that, so I don't have that much saved apart. I needed finances. I don't want to be a bother to my children.
Yeah.
And then number two, one of the reasons why I joined the business is that it's something I can do at a slower pace. You
Mhm.
know, no, but there's no competition. Nobody is coming after me. There are people that we joined at the same time who are already they're higher up in ranks and
Yeah.
really doing so well, but it doesn't matter. I can go slow, steady, and I
Mm.
can still be able to earn income. That's
Yeah.
the most important thing to me. Another thing is that I have seen older people. If you just retire and you just sit down, not doing anything, it looks as if they fall sick. They get,
Mhm.
older,
Mm.
and you wonder what happened to them since they retired. They've kind of deteriorated. No, it's because they are not still using their brain. So it will be something that I can still utilize my
Mhm.
sensibilities and be able to work. So those are my reasons for it's basically retirement on my mind. That's why
Yeah.
I joined the business.
Wow. And you know what? As you mentioned about you train your mind, which is really great because
Mhm.
in this business, there's so much fun. Not only you train your mind, but you are surrounded with like-minded people that make you inspired,
Yes.
and you feel you are alive. You are,
Hmm.
oh my god, I you feel the comfortable when there's some people that sharing their story, sharing their
Yeah,
knowledge,
encouraged.
yeah,
Yes.
encourage you that if possible happen to them, of course possible it will happen to you because we have the same system using it, so
Hmm.
it is
Hmm.
proven system. And
Yeah.
when you see that person, you will admire, and in that admiration in yourself, you just like, oh my gosh, at
Yeah.
my age I can do
I
so
can do
many
a lot. Yes.
things. I
You
love
know,
it.
at times I feel like I'm old, like
Hmm.
not old like that, but maybe in the community, I feel like my age is, and well, most people think I don't look my age, but I feel I'm
Yeah.
older. But when I look around, the other day I saw a 70-year-old woman, so somebody that turned 70, and I said, I am not even
Oh,
60. So
you're still young. You're still young. All
yeah.
right. So now let's talk about what do you love about our community, about our business.
Ah,
I
there's
think
so
there's so
much
much.
there's so much to love about this. One of the things I really love is the flexibility. Flexibility in you being able to earn financially,
Mm.
flexibility in your time because you choose your time. Like
Yeah.
this morning we can say, okay, we'll do it at this time, and then we'll go do some other things.
Mhm.
Flexibility for location. Like
Yeah.
in December, I traveled. Nobody knew I traveled. I was where I was, and I was still doing my normal business, still
Yeah.
carrying out my business. I don't need to go to a physical office to do my work. I was able to just go with my laptop, my iPad, my phone, and everywhere there, I was able to do what I was doing. I was in Mexico. It was nice. So when
Yeah.
you look at things like that, you find out that you are able to do so much more. So much more. The flexibility is awesome. Another thing is the proven system. I didn't need, in my search, I didn't say that in my search for a business because I felt okay, let me go into the digital space. I looked at different things. Part of what I looked at was franchise. And the person I was going to buy is an H&R Block franchise, and the franchise is a tax preparation company. So as
Mhm.
I asked the person said she wanted to go into retirement. That was why she wanted to sell it to me. And it caught my brain because I thought, this is what I thought I could do in retirement. So why do I want to go into this? That was how I stopped the process, and I explained to her, and we had a good laugh about that. But when you
Mhm.
look at it, it's something that it's portable. It's not just that it's portable, you're building a legacy. My children can up into this business and they will do it. It can be a second income for them. It can be an
Mhm.
extra income for them.
Legacy,
It's
legacy for
Yes,
them.
it's a legacy for them. So when we look at all of these things, those are the reasons why I think it's the business is really beneficial. There are so many things to gain from this business.
There's so much. There's so
Yeah.
many. And you know that also when you are going to visit with our gather and grow, you can find people.
Yeah.
And you know the happiness that you can see in their eyes.
Hmm.
You can say, oh my gosh, I never thought a community like this.
Existed.
Because
Hmm.
imagine that you're building your very own business, but
Hmm.
with these people around you, they make you like, oh, the life is different.
Yes, and then you don't need to start from the scratch,
Hmm.
It's already laid, the system is there, you just up into the system, you kind of plug and play into it, and that's
Yeah.
it. And
Hmm.
then there is support, the support from people. It's you don't need, I mean, I don't need to know you. I can ask you, what do you know about this? And they're ready to give you answers. That's
Yeah.
really awesome. That's one of the
Yeah. I
good things
am
that I
that's
get.
the one that I joined also in this business. And you know
Hmm.
what? For 5 years that I've been in the business, virtually, I found real friends.
Hmm.
And so imagine that one day when you meet together
It's
personally.
always nice, yes.
Yes. So I'm so happy with this business, and I imagine 5 years doing it, and
Mm.
for you for a year now, keep doing it because
Yeah.
really a great thing. And maybe one day your family, your children will be
Mhm.
very grateful that you've been joining this business.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
So now the last I have question. The last question is what advice you can give to our audience, to those people who are watching us, the same as like you,
Mhm.
as an immigrant or multitasker people. So what do your advice to them?
Now, my major advice is that take action, because nothing is written in concrete or written in stone anymore. If you have a job today, you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always good having a side income or having an extra income somewhere is not a bad idea anymore.
Yeah,
With the economy, the cost of living, it's always good to start some. And whatever you start, this one is not you working for somebody else. You are not
yeah,
working to push another person's dream. This is you working for your own dreams, working to accomplish your dreams. So, my charge this morning is that let's take action. Probably you've been watching on the side, watching me, and thinking, I don't know what they're doing. Why don't you up in? Ask
mm-hmm.
us, watch the webinar, put your name and email into our websites. When you go in there, you have questions, we'll be able to answer you and we'll lead you gently into the system. It's a proven system. It's worked for other people. It's working for us. It will work for you as well. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's true. So whoever watching us, if you are a parent, you know, just go connect with Olaronke if you can see this right now, this live in her page. So ask her about it because you will be thankful for that you've been asking about this business because you never know. The one that you are looking for is here.
Mm,
So I think all you need to do is a right mindset.
yeah.
That mindset transform it in action because I do believe that there's some more people out there looking for something that they can start. And this
Mhm,
is a right business for you because all heavy lifting are already done for you. It is
mhm,
only you, 10% of you to work of it. And if you have a um, work which is your full-time job, it's okay. You can do
yes.
it as part-time too.
Mhm,
So perfectly.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful for your time, Ola, and you are here
Thank
with
you.
me sharing your story. I'm
Mhm.
really appreciate that,
Thank
and I know there's so many viewers who are very inspired by you, and
you.
continue keep going, keep moving forward because this is a great, great a business, and believe it because you need to think uh what do you call that? Think out of the box because
Yes.
there's so
Yes.
much thing surprises. So
Mm.
thank you everyone, and we
Thank
will
you.
see you again next week, next episode of the Real People Equals Real Stories here with me. And thank you so much. If you are looking here in my channel, do subscribe. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you, Ola.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.